Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Bannerpage here with Giovanni, where last time we have joined up with the Rhodok Republic as a mercenary, but we're still a very small group. I do wonder if that means we can now go hire from villages. Is this something I need to check? I can, excellent. Because now I'm a mercenary, I'm deemed able to recruit, which means recruitment is going to be a lot easier for us. Yeah, we can fight some forest bandits, why not? I think we had issues with these guys before, but I'm hoping we'll be okay. Which is, where are they in comparison to us? There they are. This is going to be one for fighting on foot, I would think. Ah, damn, just missed him. Right, let's get our melee out. I think it's going to be wise. Oh, there's a lot of bowmen there, my word. Okay. I don't mind if the farmers go down. They don't really matter to me as much. And, of course, the more we can recruit from certain villages relies somewhat on our reputation amongst those villages. So the more we can do to assist that, the better, really. Well done, gentlemen. Forest bandits go down. Get 3 now, 3 morale. I'm going to refuse because that gives me honour, and it gives me the ability to recruit some more Rhodok recruits. Excellent. We'll go for some spearmen. We no longer need to rely on mercenaries as much, which is nice. But let's go around and just recruit as much as we can, because then we no longer need to struggle with our party size. So now at 41, so this is currently our largest group that we can field, which is okay. We'll go for a few more Rhodok spearmen, and then we will invest in some Rhodok crossbowmen as well. Let's go see if we can find a weakened caravan of the Swadians to attack. Certainly not you. You have a lot more men than I can realistically take on. But we might be able to find someone. There's a mountain bandit hideout, that's good. And of course there are still some bandits we can go after as well. Oh, hello. Ooh. Run away from you. Okay, so we're earning 100 mercenary payment per week. It's hardly ideal, but it's better than nothing. Let's just pop back into... You also don't like us because we're at war with the Saranids as well. Fine, I need to get away from here for the time being. Okay, we made peace with the Swadians, so we're only at war with the Saranid Sultanate now. Just going to try pop into Veluca. I think I've got the speed to outrun this guy. I do. Pop into the tavern. Probably shouldn't have come here at night time. I still don't know if I can be killed that way, but one way to find out. We no longer need mercenaries as much, so that's fine. Let's go here. We need to sell our goods. Give me my smoked fish back, please. Because this will help us move forward. Let's pick some grain and some meat. That will see us through for the time being. Guildmaster, have you got any jobs for me? I've killed some of the looters. Ah, and that's all of them. Good, I thought there might have been more. And it gives us another 1,000 dinars for doing that. That was well worth it. Good. Do you have a job for me? You want me to attack some routiers? Sure. I think we might be able to take on some routiers now if we're lucky. Let's get some Rhodok crossbowmen out. They're hardly ideal at this stage, but in future there might be. Oh boy, forgot you were still outside. Let's wait here for the night. So you're a really small, Swadian group there. We could probably have taken you on. Speaking of which, what are our difficulty? Campaign AI is good, as is combat AI. That's fine. I guess it's still early game, and some of the lords are still very weak as a general rule. Because, you know, already we're bigger than these guys. Some of these guys, anyway. Let's go towards Saranid territory. We might be able to lend a hand over there. Let's also pop into here to Almera. I'm curious to speak to some of the lords here, see if they've got any interesting quests for us. Hello there, sir. First of all, have you seen the bandits? No. Do you have any tasks for me? You want me to hunt someone? A peche? Sure, we can do that. And you want me to go recruit or get some taxes from Saren? We can do that. Where do we need to go for you? A peche. Where's the peche? How long do we have on these quests? Oh, we've got plenty of time. Fine. We don't need to go over though straight away. Peche is, for some reason, the furthest away village. Fine. We can come back to that as time goes on. And our prisoners are earning us a little bit of extra income. We are going to try play this honourably for the most part. We don't want to be raiding unless we need to. That's the whole Saranid army. Let's not deal with them. Or the majority of the Saranid army. You've only got 44. But I'd say your troops are higher quality. Let's go back to Almera Castle, unless they're going to siege the place. Weird enough, we're the biggest force in the area, but I still don't think we're ready to take those guys on just yet. We can go for those deserters, I suppose. Carnate and Swedians have made peace. Looks like they're going after Yamish Castle here. Let's not even get involved. I feel that's going to go badly for us. I want to find some weaker Swedian groups to fight. Let's accompany Duke Mateus here, because he might be able to do something. We can join in a bigger fight. Hello, speaking of bigger fights. Let's make sure we are upgraded a little bit. Can't help with these Red Orc Spearmen don't seem to actually have any spears, but that's fine. Right, 722 troops against 11. I don't think there's going to be much we can do here, but we might be able to take someone prisoner if we're lucky, or possibly even kill them, because I know that's a possibility. So yeah, 84 versus 11. Don't think we need to worry too much, but these are high quality troops. We're probably not going to get involved in the actual fight ourselves, because these guys could kill us in one if we're not lucky. If we're out of position, they could also do some serious damage. They do look cool. I'm hoping we might be able to get some armour from these guys, if nothing else. But with the amount of troops that are here, I think trying to get any good gear is going to be tough. I don't mind you damaging my horse, as long as you're not damaging me, that's fine. I think you might be the last chap, or one of the last chaps. Well done, gentlemen. Okay, battle 1. We've helped out this guy. He managed to escape, but we do pick up a Saranid archer. I don't think we need that shield. Is Emish still under siege? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go into Swadian, not Swadian territory, into Saranid territory. 41, but if these other forces get involved, we could maybe consider fighting. Now, you're following them. If this guy would actually stop you from getting Shariz, that would be good. Hang on, if I speak to you... Yeah, so he's going to join on my side, good. Let's see if we can go for a fight here. 140 versus 106. This is a big fight, our first big fight of the campaign. Looks like we're charging in, which I'm not sure I agree with, but I'm just a mercenary. Fine. I love our little kettle hat. The kettle hats are cool. Our count has already been knocked out. Great. The Saranids are a tough opponent from memory. This might be a little bit of a bold decision to have attacked them, but I'm hoping the rewards will be good, as long as we don't take an arrow to the face. Maybe we don't go with the crossbow, maybe we stick with the bow, but the Rodoks very much fight with crossbows. And our horse just took a big old whack of damage. Does some damage on you. I feel like the Saracens are probably the better fighters. Oh, no. No. Shield on our back, let's get out of here. Because I feel like all it takes is one throwing weapon from an elite Saranid soldier, and we're in a bad way. Or one of these horsemen to do some serious damage to us. How are we doing? Let's say they're winning at the moment, but we do have more. We have more troops physically than them. Hi there. Just got your horse. That's good. You could be a problem, actually. You look like a high-quality soldier. Oh yeah. Alright, let's pull back. We probably shouldn't stand still, but we can at least shoot your legs. Another cavalry charge coming from the Saranids. There we go. Left to our Saranid horsemen. So I'm glad we've got quite a few spearmen, because obviously we're dealing with a lot of horsemen here. And so actually having the spearmen to deal with them is probably a good thing. Hi there. Oh, all it's going to take is one couch lance, and I'm in a bad way. Oh, hello. Hello, there goes my horse. Oh, no, this is bad. This is really bad. Get beneath the hill. So they can't shoot us. Our riding's not very high. I feel like the quality of our troops and also the Lord's troops are not that good. Get this guy off his horse quickly. I'm not going to be able to ride any of these horses. Just stay at the back and do some shooting, I think. I don't see what else we can do, really. See if we shoot this chap. Still getting used to the bow or the arrow drop with the bows and arrows. Or maybe this fight would have been lucrative for us. You're going down good. I think we are winning this, but it's a little tough to tell. How did that miss? There we go. A whole 3 damage. I think we will switch to crossbows soon. We lost 17, but they've lost more, which is the main thing. Some damage there. I love these Rodok sharpshooters, they look really cool. I don't know there's a certain design of helmet and a certain name for this type of helmet. What it is though, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. There we go. 5 for now, but we do lose a morale. Presumably for a large group of our troops killed. But we do get a prisoner, excellent. Even though he was probably a friend, I'm happy to take him. And quite a few prisoners here as well. Good. Let's have a look at the items here. This is a slightly better helmet, but it looks silly, so I'm going to stick with my kettle helmet. But I'll let my heroes grab what they want. I'll grab the rest. And hopefully you like us a little bit more. No, but do you have a task for me? No, you don't. Fine, let's pull back because we need to get a bunch more reinforcements, I would say. We lost a lot of troops there. Now, can I either execute you or... Oh, you can face a military trial. So what have you decided? You've served your time for you to go. I can sentence you to death, or a large bulk of dinars will compensate for your crimes. We'll do a fair bail of 3788. Fine, he can't pay it. Do I want to take a low bail? Very well, I'll take a low bail, and actually we get some manipulation back with him. That's not a bad thing to do, actually. Take them prisoner, earn some money, then set them free for a low charge. It still earns us some money. Right, let's go get some more troops, because that's our most immediate concern. But that was the first big fight. And although it was a little bit scary, we didn't die. That's the main thing. Let's upgrade our troops. Some Murdoch trained crossbowmen. They're not great, but they'll do. Murdoch trained spearmen. Okay, we're starting to get some forces together. But let's go make sure we're back up at 41, which is our max for the time being. And of course, actually, let's go to the old Carlo. We might be able to sell our prisoners here. Traveller, Madame, Physician Bunduck. We'll speak to Physician Bunduck in a second. Bunduck's usually a good person to have. Greetings there, brother. Here's the doom and downfall of all highborn lords and ladies. A sergeant I was in the garrison here at Yelkala. 20 years I stood guard for the city, taking many a hard knock in many a tough fight, until they appointed a snot-nosed, down-nippy princeling barely out of his mother's cradle as commander of the garrison. He came upon me standing watch on top of the tower, with my crossbow unstrung, on account of the rain, you see. Can't have the cord loosen. But little Prince Snot-Nose tells me that unstrung bows dereliction of duty, says he'll have me horsewhipped, and something in me snapped, so I walked off my post. Now I'm here to get him drunk, and the devil take tomorrow. I'm looking for work, a sort of swipe better than swinging for a gibber for desertion. You won't regret taking me on, brother. I'm a deadeye with a crossbow, a beautiful weapon, can right punch through a real woman's armour, and spill his blue blood upon the ground. I train more recruits than you've had hot dinners, begging your pardon. I don't toady to the highborn. 200 dinars, not a problem. Physician Bunduck, I remember, is a pretty decent person to have on board. You, however, I don't want you to have a bow and arrow. I want you to act a little bit separately. Yeah, because you're much better with a crossbow than you are with anything else. Take a shield as well. We'll give you whatever's available in terms of gear. Okay, we'll have to sort that out as time goes on. Deshavi needs to level up. Let's give her some strength. Give her some more power draw because she is a bowman by trade. Jeremus, you are one of our medics. So we'll put you into wound treatment, first aid, etc. And then Ferentis, you are a tactician, I believe. You're pretty appalling charisma, it must be said. I'll just give you some more power strike for the time being. And Clethy, I think you can be like a looter trader person, so we'll put that into intelligence. There we go. Get all you guys upgraded here. Stop by Buvan here. 19 mountain bandits will leave for the time being. We're still pretty much recovering from that previous fight. Over here to Duma. Hello there, deserters. Rodok Spearmen, we can probably take you guys on, that's not a problem. We will take the field. Everyone to your positions. There's a nice hill for us to work with here. Question is, where are they? They must be coming in from one of the opposite hills. That's not a problem. There they are, I see them. Let's set up here, infantry here, archers above. We need to get these Red Dot recruits leveled up because peasants with pitchforks and no armour is not going to do much for us. Okay. And the good thing is none of these guys should have any range on them because they're all spearmen. Huh. Got some Mongolian music in the background. The Who, I believe they're called. They're a Mongolian band. Because I've listened to this track in my own spare time. It's an excellent tracks of music here, although I suspect I'm going to get copyright struck down for some of these. We'll have to see. If that continues, I'm going to have to implement my own music in the background. Not that I'm anywhere close to getting actually to the point where I'm actually able to earn anything from YouTube, but I don't want any copyright strikes in the long term. So I might even have to go into the game files and delete this track. We'll have to see. Right, let's get in there. Do some more damage here. I want to make enough money to get a business up today. That was a great Wilhelm scream. My word. Right, everyone charge. Oh, we've won the battle, not a problem. Right, I want to speak to Bunduck here. Bunduck is going to have something different. Crossbow, bolts. He can go for a better crossbow if he finds one. That's not a problem. That's fine. Let's have a look. There's nothing spectacular there. I'll let these guys take what they want. Let's upgrade these Rodok recruits. Let's get some more spearmen. Now for myself, let's go for, I think, some more intelligence. I think intelligence would be a good thing. Let's put inventory management up and surgery up. And then probably weapon master. And let's go for a slightly higher riding so we can pick up a better horse during any major issues. I shouldn't have done that. So, riding, inventory management. And in fact, let's go for leadership to get the ability for a few more troops. I think that's probably not a bad thing. So now we can take up to 46 troops. It's not spectacular, but it's better than nothing. We have just been in here, haven't we? So yeah, let's go over to do hello. I shouldn't have sped up here. 34 versus 38. I reckon they're only mountain bandits. I reckon we might be able to hold them off here. But we're going to need a good map to do it on. This'll do. Get up that hill quickly. Right, archers up here. Because obviously our Rodok recruits not going to be able to do much, but I'm hoping that our range might be able to deal with these mountain bandits as they come in. We don't have that much range here, though, is the only problem. If we need to pull back, we will, but if we can get a few casualties in, then we can fall back without any major issues, I would say. Let's get off our horse here, join the Shavi on the line here. I imagine they're going to shoot at us as well. I'm hoping we've got some watchmen on the front lines who can assist. But I'm concerned by the amount of recruits we have. But our Rodok crossbowmen, hopefully, will be able to carry us through this. I love Rome Total War music. I very much approve. Shavi's doing well. That's, I think, one of the more experienced mountain bandit recruits. Gotta watch out for some bows and arrows now. Everyone charge. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Is this going to be something we're going to win? I don't think it is. We're going to pull back if we can. Thanks, horse. Very useful. I mean, most of these guys are being knocked unconscious, which is not too bad. I don't think we're going to have the numbers to deal with them, though. That's the only problem. Or we might do just. But the high-quality bandit leaders are going to be a problem for us. Can our range outlast their range? I'm hoping they can. Come on, retinue archer, you got this. Okay, mountain bandit's gone down. There's only 3 of them left. I maybe our crossbowman can do some good work here. This is a close run thing, this fight, actually. And he comes to Shavi. That's the leader. Yeah, he's going to hurt. He's got a big old hammer. Oh, he's gone down good. Thank you, whoever that was. Just about saving our bacon there. Only 6 killed, so actually it's not too bad, although Bunduck is upset. But we'll take this veteran mountain bandit. Get everyone else upgraded. I think our crossbowman will be our way forward to survival, that's for sure. Anything here worth grabbing? Doesn't look like it. Companions can grab what they want. I'll take whatever I can. I need to go sell some of this stuff. Although I imagine we're going to be slated by Bunduck momentarily. Yep, indeed he will. That's fine. Yeah, back to Yalen. We'll stop off here at Olivia to try and pick up some more recruits. Just the one. It's hardly ideal, but it's okay. Right, into Yalen. Let's actually just sell this properly. I do have a hunting crossbow there, so we'll have a look at if there's any good crossbows, because I do want to switch into crossbow. We're playing with the Rodox. The Rodox use crossbow and bolts. It makes sense for us to follow in their path. I know we've got some retinue archers, but that's not going to be the case forever. Pop into the arms merchant here. Show me your wares. I've already got a crossbow. Those are some very nice bolts, but I don't want to spend too much money if I can help it. Low penetration, large cuts. Those are some very expensive bolts for sure. It's nice that the archers actually have slightly different, or the arrows have slightly different properties about them. Ooh, Masterwork Arbalest, yes please. That's way too expensive. A fine light crossbow. It's probably better than this hunting crossbow, so we'll take that. And we will take... We'll take these bent forked bolts for now. It's not going to be spectacular. And it is money that we've just had to spend that we didn't really need to. But I'm not opposed to doing it, because like I said, I'd like to use the crossbow bolts this time. Hello, Ransom Broker. That's just who I needed. That's a good amount of money, so that's not bad at all. Hello there, Welsh Longbowman. You are good, but a bit too expensive to really consider, I would say. Let's go to Glunmar over here and pick up some additional recruits. Just the one, unfortunately. And eventually we'll head back over towards Saranid territory. Mercenary payment's pretty low. But we should get 120 from our prisoners in the salt mines as time goes on. No one's willing to join my party here. Veteran crossbowman, nice. Rodok trained spearman. We do have that one Saranid veteran footman in here as well. You probably wouldn't be a... Oh, you're a Catalan company. That's a problem. Tamaris Castle we run. I don't think... Are we going to make it? I think we're just going to make it. Wait here for some time. I did notice they got some prisoners there. If we can catch up to them with the aids of this lord here. They've got a few Rodok troops that I wouldn't mind going after. Problem is you're not gonna assist me with that, are you? No, you're not. Okay, fine. We did need to do some quests in this part of the world. Still a while to do that. There is a tournament in Dirim I wouldn't mind attending. Right, let's head this way. 120 dinars, not bad at all. We no longer need to do hunting as much, I would say. Mountain bandits, that's fine. We can probably avoid them for the time being. Pop in here. Get another Rodok recruit. Pop in... we don't need to pop into Valuka, actually. That's not a problem. Recruit some people here. No one really wants to hire me. Or get hired by me, I should say. Saronids and the Swadians have formed an alliance. So the Swadians have declared war on us. Saronids have declared war on the northern lands. Interesting. Lots of political things happening, that's for sure. Because yes, I believe there is expanded diplomacy in this mod, more than the base game ever had, which is very preferable. Does mean we can no longer attend that. We can definitely no longer attend that quest in Dirim, because we are no longer welcome in those lands as a Rodok mercenary. I do just want to get some more troops. You will do. There's only 7 of you. I mean, I'm not going to say no to some decent Swadian troops. If I can catch up to you. You've got a lot of prisoners, but you've got a lot of horses. Do you smell that fresh air, brother? This was my home before I went around in search of coin. It's good to be in the hills again. It's the smell of freedom. This is the cradle of Rodok liberty here under Grunwalder Castle. In my father's day, the Swadians would come calling, thinking to make us knuckle our foreheads and call them their overlords. But Grunwalder, an old veteran of the wars in the hills, showed us how to form a battle line with spear and crossbow that could break a Swadian charge. He fell in battle, but the people gave his name to the castle that was built here where he fell, so that we would remember even, and always stand firm against the horseman's onslaught. We grow mulberry trees here for silk and kermes, 2 for the dye. We take to Yelkala where they weave it into the finest velvet. Not that I've ever had enough dinars in my pocket to buy velvet, mind, but the craftsmen of Yelkala also make good crossbows, and for that I will not begrudge them their little luxuries. Interesting. I'd like to catch up to these guys, because I'd be intrigued to see what this Catalan company is about. And they're a relatively small Catalan company. I think we could probably try to take them on. Let's get a few more crossbowmen, though. I think we're going to need them. Morale is low. Oh, hello. That's the group of... Yeah, those are the bandits we need to take down. For those chaps of Velkala. Right, let's switch over. They're running from us, but they've got some very interesting looking knights inside. I don't want to fight both these groups at once, because I think they would join together. Party's got nothing to eat is a problem. We'll have to deal with that in a second. I can't let these guys go now they're here. There's a lot of bandits in the area. Some big bandit groups in the area. Oh boy. I can't take on all these guys at once. Can I sneak by? I think I can. It's going to be close though. I've got to follow those other guys. There they are. Pop into Durigsnay quickly to get some food. Right, let's just buy some supplies. I'll take some fine grain. And actually, can I recruit some people from here on the way past? Yes, I can. Good. I've got to try follow that group down if I can. There they are. Gotcha. And actually, I've got a bunch of dukes on our side as well. Take the field. Doesn't really matter that I've got these other lords with me. It should still allow me to win this fight. This is a very interesting looking terrain. It's kind of sandy almost. I imagine they're going to come in pretty quickly here because they're on horseback. I'm not too much of a rush to let my own troops charge in, but we will send them in now. I don't really want to be the first one to attack these guys because these guys are probably pretty good. Let's pull back. Let these Red Orc spearmen take the initial brunt of the charge. Oh, you look important. That was a freelancer knight, got it. Yeah, there's a bunch of cavalry here. Do some damage to you. And to you. Ow. Can't see anything with these trees. And we keep getting stuck on the trees as well, but it's fine. I think the majority of these guys are dead now. It's quite lucky that we ran into that bandit group. It doesn't always happen, to be honest. I haven't even seen the majority of these guys because of all the trees. The Almogavars, I'm curious to see what they're about. Only 2 of them left. Nice. There we go. Okay, so they're possibly infantry or possibly cavalry, it's hard to tell. There we go, that's 1. Do we take any filthy Swedian troops? I don't think we do. Because they are the enemy, so to speak. That's fine, we'll just stick with what we got. Ooh, a stubborn half cataphract. We'll take that to sell because it's going to be a while before we got riding 5. Right, back to Yelkala or Veluka. Which one was it? Veluka we need to go to. We didn't attend the tournament in Dirim, would you believe? But I don't think that was ever really on the cards, to be honest, given that we were at war. We do need to fix our morale issues, that's for sure. So we'll do that at Veluka. It's not a problem. Go to the tavern first. Let's speak to the madam, see what she can do for us. Hello. And my men are tired and grumpy. It's a lot of money for 15 morale. It's not ideal. Hello, Trader Katrin. You might be useful. Hello, Ransom Broker. I feel like that wasn't the greatest deal for us in terms of morale. But we can sell this horse to recoup some of that money. Now let's go to the Guildmaster. Hopefully we get a good amount of money for this job. 1,000 dinars, no one will say no, plus another 499. We've leveled up, as has Clethy. It's not a bad money maker actually. Let's get some more crossbowmen. Today's your lucky day. You needed some privacy and went to the bushes whilst taking in relief. You spotted that somebody, probably in a hurry, has stressed some treasure in it. Inside the old dirty bag was 500 dinars. I'm not going to say no. How much is a... Hang on, let's go to the coast, to Yalen, because I want to see how much a boat is. I've forgotten. I think we need to do some stuff in this part of the world anyway. Hello there. Where are you off to? Your manhunters, your friends, that's not a problem. Is it 10,000 for a boat? I think it probably is. Yes, it is. Let's pop into the tavern here quickly, see if there's anyone worth grabbing. Herdman, Madam, Ransom Broker, Tactician Tin. Don't recognise him, he must be a new addition to the companion list. How are we doing in terms of... Hang on. Of course, we can buy land as well. I've forgotten how that kind of works, really. We are also going to start sending some people out as a... we'll send Bunduk out initially. I'd like to ask you something. Did you know I aspire to be king of this land? Would you then support my cause? Certainly, brother, but I ask that you consider a thought of mine. If you became king, then I'd ask you open your court to the common folk, and not just to the lords and blue bloods. I'd ask you to let it be known that any man can be judged and sentenced, that he have the right to appeal to you directly. Right now, the lords have the right. I say every man in Carol Radio should have it too. Give me leave for a few weeks so I can go about this land, letting the common folk know that you rule justly and equitably, and that lord and common alike show me one before your law. Men will speak of you as a king, and that's a good start to becoming one. Off you pop, Bunduk. See you in a couple of weeks. Good. It's a long way yet to become king, and we may well die before that happens, but it's a start. Now, we need to go hunt some mountain bandits, and this is the mountain bandit area. There they are. I thought they'd be in the area. Hi there. There's quite a few of you, but I don't mind you coming to attack me. These are not the guys we want to be dealing with, but it's a good start. Can I use this crossbow on horseback? I can. Good. I'm going to not use it on horseback, but it's nice that I can use it on horseback. Because sending the higher level of crossbows, you're not able to do so. I think I see that. Yeah, they're just coming over the hill now. My front line's still looking pretty weak as a general rule. Especially as the Rodok Spearmen don't appear to have any shields. I suppose it's not really their job. But it's hardly ideal to not have any shields. But I'm liking our Rodok Crossbowmen. Just need to wait for them to come over the hill. There they are. Let's see if we can do something with the crossbow here. Oh, there we go. I think we're actually going to do better with our crossbow than we will with our bow, to be honest. It looks like we'll be able to do some more damage here as a general rule. As long as we can actually hit someone. So we're doing 26 damage as a general rule to the lower tier troops. Got to watch out for these arrows flying our way. Infantry can charge now. But our crossbowmen keep firing from up here. How did that miss? That was right next to his shoulder. Yeah, I think we're going to use crossbows this game. Although I do want to use those Greek fire grenades I found. Not that I have the money for them. And it's probably not good to invest in them straight away. I should invest in businesses, but still. That is a better helmet. It's no longer a rusty kettle hat though, but we will change it out. Grab all those bits. And we need to keep running to find these guys here. These are the guys that matter. That's fine. I can charge this enemy. I mean, it's just free loot, really. Let's get off our horse here, because this is going to be way too tough for us to do normally. Horses are not very good at very tall hills. Let's just let everyone charge here, because I'm trying to form any semblance of a formation with the mountains this steep. I think it's going to be a struggle. Sad to have got rid of my kettle hat, but I do need the additional armour, I think, as we start to fight tougher and tougher opponents. Probably do with a better shield as well as time goes on. I don't know when we get to use our cool crossbow animation. We'll have to see. I know we are using the cool crossbow animation. I'm happy about that. And we are now a Cavalier, Giovanni. I wonder if that's to do with our renown. That's why we're being called Cavalier. I'm not entirely sure. We are losing a few more troops here because we haven't been able to organise ourselves into proper formation because of the terrain, but that should still be okay. Charlie keeps levelling up, which I'm happy about. Got our Wilhelm scream in the distance. Trying to go for that bowman at the back. There we go. Well done, gentlemen. That can just be for our chaps. This is the guy we actually need to go for, though. It's going to be very quick, but it's fine. We're making good money now, which I'm happy about. This must be your unlucky day, mate. We're just about the worst people you run into in these parts. Ha! For me, you're nothing more than walking money bags. The merchant and Valuka offer me good money for your heads. A bounty hunter. Kill him. I just realised why we might be called Cavaliers. Is that because we're a mercenary? I think because we're a mercenary, that might be why we're called that. But I like having a cool title. Cavalieri? I'm guessing we'd be called something different if we were kind of in the northern lands or for the Swadians. This time we can actually organise a proper battle formation, which I'm happy about. When our Rodok crossbowmen will do excellent work, I think, at dealing with them before they even get close to us. But let's see if we can assist here. It is a slow rate of fire, but I do think it does more damage in the long run. You're the main problem, so let's kill you. Mountain Bandit Leader there. You're starting to run. In fact, you both are. Without infantry charge, I don't think they'll manage to catch up to you. We don't need to kill them all, we just need to defeat them to get the quest done. Oh, I feel like we might have hit his shield there. Where's my horse? My horse is probably too far away to get on by the time they leave. Yeah, it will be. I'll start chasing them, but I don't mind that they've routed. The main thing is we'll have taken them out. Excellent. Battle 1. And there should still be another 1,000 dinars or so for us. We'll take the farm and the peasant woman. It's free troops, why not? They can become watchmen or camp followers, who are not bad at all. We're not trained spearmen. We've got our first veteran spearman, excellent. Take that to sell. Pop into Rig's name, pick up some more recruits. And that's Valuka, Saran, and Apeche. We need any of them? We know Apeche, but Apeche is looted. Let's head back to Valuka and hand this quest in, because that's going to be more money for us, is my hope. So speak to the guildmaster here. It's another 1,000 dinars, and some more experience. We keep on leveling up, which is always ideal. We will leave that job for now. Productive enterprises, though. Mill and bakery, 174 a week. And what's going to be worth the most money? Is it going to be the weavery and dye works? It normally is. No, it's not. It's not here anyway. Brewery, we could be 187. Tannery. Give me 316. It's not bad. It's a lot of money though. Oil works will give me 374. That might not be a bad one to go for actually. An oil press at 4,500. What are we at the moment? Oh, we're not far off. We can actually get it in a second here. We might take some initial short-term financial loss. But let's get this oil works underway so that we've got some additional passive income coming in alongside what we already have. Got some fine bread and some cheap sausages. Speak to the guildmaster. Let us get an oil press down. Let's just quickly make sure there's nothing else better. 366 for 9 works. Let's do that. Wonderful. We might even be able to get a second enterprise in future somewhere else. Put one into strength, one into agility. Put surgery up. Put weapon master up. And put some more to crossbows. Let's just make ourselves a more competent fighter for the time being. And then we can go from there. Okay, a new military campaign. They want to take Uxal. And you're near Kulmar, so we might be able to catch up to you as time goes on. Oh, hello, that's a big Swadian group. I think that you're the actual marshal, aren't you? Hello there, sir. We're ready to join you. Let's just accompany you, see where you end up going. You want me to perform a task? We are a mercenary. That's our job, I suppose. What do you need from me? Currently you don't have a task for me, that's fine. Keep on accompanying you. There's a big fight happening here. Let's let everyone get involved and then we can help as well. Help the marshal here. And I'm sure we can assist to a certain degree. Let's get to this hill. Of course, we can only go to a certain size battle. There might be a way for me to increase that as time goes on, I'll have to see. But for the time being, 150 is probably okay. We'll add as a little bit of a flanking group, I would say, because there's not that many of us. There's only 11 of us in comparison to the main force here. Still got to watch out for any return fire. See if we can help here. See a lot of shields over there, so I don't know how well our crossbow is going to do. We can certainly try. That's all the horses over there. Let's maybe get back on a horse just for safety. Or a mule. Can fire from horseback, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Did 4 whole damage to that horse. How exciting. Those looks like some very angry horsemen, so we need to watch our back. We'll let our own troops charge in now. Do some damage to that horseman. And this one if we can. Just need to make sure we don't get killed ourselves. Doing okay for the time being. Right, come here. No, missed you. Excellent, the Swedish Knight goes down. Don't want to get too close to the majority of these troops over here. Now we'll get our crossbow out. Go, some more damage on our crossbow. Go after some of these Swedish militia. It probably won't be too much of an issue. Got to watch out for the spearmen though. Take you out. I'm not going to be a coward and just sit in the back lines, but I need to just be careful to not get too involved here. But this is also more prisoners to work in the mines, which means more money. But especially if they're low level, in the long run it'd be better to have them as slaves in the salt mines, I would say. Hi there. Oh, you didn't die. No, you did. So I've taken out 60 of them so far. Don't think we've got anything to worry about. Got to watch out for his crossbowmen. It's interesting, I didn't think Swadians were crossbow users. I thought they were always archers by trade, but maybe not. And these are what? Swadian skirmishers? Recruits? Skirmishers. Maybe they've been changed in this mod. Or maybe they always were. It's been a long time since I played a Warband base game. There we go. Quite a few good kills there. Or people knocked unconscious. 26 in fact. We're not going to be able to take all of those. We still got another 19 to go. I think I'm happy to just let everyone charge here because... No, if they're not going to charge, I'm not going to charge. Let them take the brunt of the damage here. Interesting, we're letting them come to us when we're the much larger party. Very well, I will pull back and wait here. I suppose the helmet doesn't look terrible, but I did like the kettle hat. Eventually I'd quite like one of these helmets here. These kind of curved helmets, they look quite cool. Right, let's just wait here. I'm sure once they pop over the hill, they're going to have a very bad time. I do love this crossbow animation. It's just such a little touch, but it's just a nice thing to have added in. Let's see if we can do some damage here. Surprised we haven't got a killer's army just yet, because there's only like 10 of them. I'm surprised we're not charging in ourselves, but hey ho. There we go. Swedish recruit goes down. I suppose it's more the more tactically sensible decision just to stand here and pelt them with crossbow bolts. But still. Do some damage to you. Excellent. They are charging in now, but it's almost not worth it. They're nearly all dead. You look important. Let's go after you. Don't want you getting away. You look like you have some decent gear for me. I feel like you... I don't know, you were just a militia. You looked a lot more important at the time. Well done, gentlemen. Good effort. Okay. He managed to escape, unfortunately. But we'll take all these guys prisoner. We'll take them to the salt mines. They'd probably be worth a little bit more in another, just by selling them, but still, I think we'll just take them to the salt mines. Not a problem. Oh, we do need to still follow the marshal, actually. It's something I didn't think about. Keep following the marshal for now. I've heard what you told Bunduck about giving every common criminal the right of appeal to the king. I do not approve. Bandits should be handled in court, give them a trial or an appeal, and they'll talk their way out of the noose. Bunduck is a good man, but no man can fully understand what those wolves in human form do to women. Your opinion is noted. So yeah, I don't think we will be able to get to Shabi to go and ask us to get some right to rule, or ask her to go get some right to rule. Where are we going? Are we in for Suno? No, I don't think we are. Dirham's been besieged. Do we hold Dirham? No, the Nords hold Dirham. Fine, we don't need to go after that. And I am just a mercenary, but it is in my interest to see the Rhodoks do well. What do you need me to do? Praven, Vadar, and Vian Court. So let's go over that way. Vian Court we just passed, so we'll go back that way. Probably not a bad idea to have the Marshal on the side. Oh, hello. Run away. Just need to scout this place, thank you. And then I can leave. Some more spearmen here. Vadar and Praven. Fine, this way. Not a problem. Let's go scout here. And go scout Praven as well. That is Kaiser Harlaus, the king. We definitely don't want to deal with him. Let me just scout Praven. There we go. Let's leave. Cannot take on the Kaiser in any stretch of the imagination. He's got 288 troops. That would be pretty much suicide. Got a trade agreement between ourselves and the Vajirs. That's fine. Where is the Marshal now? Let's go find out. Hello there, sir. Location of our Marshal. Between Suno and Viancord. Fine, we're not that far away from Viancord. So it's about over there somewhere. Fine. There he is. My pleasure, sir. And let's just keep accompanying him, seeing what he wants us to do. I don't think we've got quite enough to actually go after a castle here, but we can try. Now we certainly do. We've got a big enough force here, I would say, to take somewhere on. Possibly Viancord might be not a bad stretch, bad place for us to go for. Possibly we've got our sights set on something bigger. Uxal, perhaps. We made peace with the Saronids. Looks like everyone's going home. Fine. Well, we don't need to follow them anymore, I would say then. Go to the market here, sell these bits. Pick up some more food. There's not much good food here. Bread and grain we'll have to do for now. And let's go back upstairs here. Get our sword and board out just in case. Madam... Trader Katrin, hello. Hello there, laddie. Have a drink on me. I managed to sell my wagon and pots, lad. For once I've got money to spend, I intend to make the best of it. For 30 years I followed the armies of this land, sending them victuals and drink, watching their games of dice and finding them girls. It's no kind of life. You earn a bit here and there, as the soldiers spend their money, and then along comes one defeating, you have to start over, indebting yourself to buy a new wagon and new oxen. So I decided to get out of the business, but army life is all I know. I'll be a soldier myself. Held my old hands to a bit of loot to come for me in my retirement. 2 boys I bore, both soldiers brat, and they became soldiers themselves. One had his head split by a Kogi war club, the other died of the pox, but at least they didn't die hungry. I know how to swing a blade, staunch a wound, and feed an army on the march. It would be a foolish captain who passed up the opportunity to hire an experienced campaigner like me. Say, laddie, don't you command a war party of your own now? 1 second, Katrin. I'll be right back. One of our Murdoch recruits can be retired from duty. Possibly we could let the camp follower go, but that's not a problem. Pop back in here. And let's speak to Katrin again. Sorry about that, madam. You're hired. 300 dinars, not a problem. Welcome aboard. Upgrade this farmer to a watchman. And let's move Katrin up. Let's go to the salt mine over by Dirim and just drop off some of these excess prisoners. We could get some more short-term money out of them by selling them, but I think long-term this will be better. And actually with our net revenue from the ironworks, we're starting to make a small profit each week, which is good. And add on our profits from the salt mine, that would also go pretty well, I would imagine. Add prisoners to work in your mine. We'll just put them all in here. The Swedish sharpshooter is probably not worth to put in here, but we can always come and take them back later if we need the short-term cash. So that's now 180 a week, better than nothing. Your pardon, sir, but I cannot keep my tongue still any longer. That harlot Katrin. Every time she sees me, she points the 5 fingers of her hand at me, a peasant's sign to ward off evil. I know the crime I committed was an abomination, but I am seeking repentance, and I deserve better than being the object of some witch's superstition. I just thought you should know. I don't have time for your petty dispute, because I don't really have a side in that. I should also really think about getting a hideout down. There's another tournament going on, that's fine. Take an action, build a hideout. Oh, that costs 3,500. That makes sense. Right, so I want to just have a quick look at the character summary. 89 renown, good, that's something. I want to have a quick look at this tree, because I want to have a double check of the unique units here. The Swiss Guard and the Swiss Halberdiers. They do look very cool. How we get them though is another question. But I love the Swiss Guard helmet. That's very nice. Let's pop into Veluca quickly. 180 dinars from our prisoners, excellent. I'm just going to go to the marketplace here, go to the arms merchant. Flaming arrows, see exactly where you fire and deliver some extra damage. That's interesting. 40 bolts. See if there's any slightly less terrible bolts that we could buy that are relatively cheap, but I don't think there are at the moment. I'm just thinking if we want to buy some land. I know you can make good money off this, but we'll buy one. And I think if we go into the centre of town, do we have to get it from the Guildmaster? We might need to. I don't think we get the money here straight away. I think it's another weekly financial thing like before. We could sell our... We could also sell our land, presumably. Rent paid to landowners currently accumulates 115 dinars per acre every 2 weeks. Has to be collected in the town. So it's not worth a huge amount, but over time, I guess it will add up. But I tell you what, as we've got our first business down, we're starting to progress pretty well here. We'll call things apart there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.